Hello, everyone. Welcome in. Hope everybody's doing well. We still have quite a few people who haven't popped in yet, so I'm going to give everybody just a couple of minutes. We're scheduled for 45 minutes. Usually my presentation doesn't take that long, so we'll give people just a couple of minutes to pop in. Feel free to use the chat feature at the bottom right-hand corner of the screen. I'll go ahead and send a message there so you can see where it's at. All right, sent a message. Like I said, I'm just gonna give people maybe 2 or 3 minutes. I'm gonna mute myself and turn off my camera, and then I'll come back when it's time. I see we have some other people that just popped in. I'm just giving everybody just another minute to join, just in case we have some people running late. We'll get started momentarily. All right, I'm going to go ahead and get started. If anybody pops in late, that's completely fine. We'll have a recording going out afterwards, and that also goes for if you have any reason why you have to pop out early, you will receive a recording afterwards. But if you can stick around, please do. We'll have a question and answer segment at the end. All right, so I'm going to get started. Today we're going to talk about ClerkMinutes and how you can transfer your municipal meeting minutes. My name's Megan, and I'm our resident ClerkMinutes specialist. So just to get us started off, I'm going to ask you a couple of questions just so I kind of know where everybody's at. So what is your biggest pain point with your current minutes process? If you don't mind, just answer over in chat where I sent a couple of messages. Does it take too much time? Is formatting a nightmare? Is it hard to keep track of who said what? All of the above, or if there's another issue that you have with your minutes process, you can just type it out as well. See, Michelle said time. That's what I hear most, I feel like, is just how much time it takes. And as we all know, minutes take hours to finish the old-fashioned way. Have you already tried using any kind of AI tools for your meeting minutes? Yes, no, or you've heard of them, but you haven't tried yet. And I see Michelle said one meeting earlier this year took over 20 hours to transcribe into minutes. Wow, cannot imagine. And what tools have you guys used? Have you tried ClerkMinutes or some other kind of AI tool? Okay, you already use ClerkMinutes. Great. Okay, and you're already using ClerkMinutes too. Great, awesome. I know some people have played around with like ChatGPT, and I think Google has Gemini and a few other ways. But you're looking for tips to make it easier, and we'll talk about that. So I'll go through my full presentation. I'll kind of walk you through how to use ClerkMinutes if you're already using it. You might already know some of this information, and at the end, if we have time left and you have any specific questions or you want me to run through some tips and tricks, I can definitely do that. So with ClerkMinutes, you can shorten the hours-long process to under 15 minutes. And you can get your time back to do things like improve your community, build relationships, and work on professional development. So how does it work? So first you need to build the agenda or upload your current agenda. If you already have a process that works for you, that's great. You can just upload your PDF copy of your agenda. And then you need to upload a recording. We need a recording to make ClerkMinutes work. And so it can be audio or video. It really doesn't matter. You just need to upload a recording so we can pull that transcription to get them to make the minutes. And then at the end, you need to process your minutes. That means go in, make any little changes in our, we have a built-in text editor. If there's anything that needs fixed, you can just go in and fix it or add additional detail as needed. So first we're gonna show you, I'm gonna show you how to do the agenda portion. So again, you can either upload, we only accept PDF format, so you can export it as PDF and just upload it into our system, and our system will put that in a way that ClerkMinutes can read. Or you can create an agenda with our agenda builder. We are working on making this better, and I have some screenshots in a bit of a little bit of a sneak peek of what we're working on. We do have an agenda builder already built into ClerkMinutes, so if you want to do it that way, you can. And then next up, you need to upload a recording. So I want to know, how do you currently record your meetings? Is it audio, video, or maybe you don't already record your meetings? Both? Awesome. Audio, and then audio. Awesome. Great. So you're both already recording your meetings. I don't know. Some people aren't participating, but that's fine. And then Jenny said audio only. Okay, awesome. And that's all it takes, is just an audio file. If anybody listening isn't already recording your meetings, there's multiple ways that you can go about it. One way is, if your meetings are smaller and there's not a ton of people and everybody who's speaking has microphones, a handheld recorder works fine for a lot of municipalities, especially smaller ones. Another, if you are a bigger municipality, I would recommend getting an AV system, just so everyone you're able to hear everyone, and it just runs a little bit smoother. I found in bigger municipalities. There's also systems like Logitech Rally Plus video, and then there's a few others that you could just sit on a desk and then it records audio and video around the room. And that works pretty well, especially if you're also using microphones. And then you can also just pull a recording from your live stream. If you're already live streaming on Zoom or YouTube, you can just pull that live stream and actually upload it to ClerkMinutes or copy and paste the link in. And we accept pretty much any basic file format for audio and video. And as I mentioned, you can either just upload that audio or video file and it will take you to your file Explorer, or you can add the YouTube or Zoom link. The YouTube and Zoom link will only work if it's set to public. So if you have a password, it won't pull the link because our system won't be able to see the video. So if you're wanting to just add the YouTube or Zoom link, just make sure that it's a public video, a public recording. So last up, we need to process the minutes. And this has a few steps. First, we need to assign the speakers. We need to set the length and tone of our minutes, and then we need to proofread at the end. So to assign speakers, we'll see a page like this on the transcripts and speaker tab. And to know who's talking, all you have to do is press the little play button beside the speaker where it says speaker 1, speaker 2. there's a little play button, and it'll take you to a portion where that person was talking. If it's hard to hear, you can always scroll down on the screen and go to another part in the transcript and click the timestamp there beside that speaker number. And from there, you can assign the speakers. What this is going to do is include their name, and if you have their title included, it's going to include their name and title in your finished minutes. If you don't have someone already added in, there's a couple of ways you can go about this. Where your name is in the top right-hand corner on your profile, you can click on that and go to department and add department members and departments in, and they will auto-populate in the drop-down list. Another way is you can click in the actual transcript on speaker 1, speaker 2, and then click add speaker and then fill in their details, and they'll get added to the list, and you won't have to keep adding them. They'll just stay there. All right, so after you assign the speakers, you need to set length and tone. So we have short, medium, and long. And then tone, we have like official meeting format, professional tone, casual. There's quite a few options there. The top 3 that's listed, I recommend trying out each of those and seeing which one works best for you. Those are the ones I see used the most, just the top 3 in the list. So you need to choose the length and then set the tone. And once you do that, all you have to do is click generate draft minutes. It'll automatically start generating them, and you can even watch it generate. So once you've done that and your minutes are generated, as I mentioned, we do have a built-in text editor. So you just need to go in and edit the text. And I will show you an updated screen. Now we have it where you can see the video, the recording, over to the right of your minutes, and you can also view the transcript, which is really helpful as you're making little changes, or you want to make sure you have certain information added in to be able to see the transcript on the screen as well. And we do have a something we called AI action. So if you have a section and you feel like it wasn't detailed enough, you want it in a different tone, or you just need a complete change made to it, we have something called AI actions, and you can choose make it longer or even shorter. You can change the style it was written in, or you can do a DIY change, describe your change, and there'll be a pop-up, and you can just add in whatever you want it to do. So if you want it to be in a bulleted list and you want more information, you just tell it to do that. You want it translated to Spanish, you just let it know you want it translated to Spanish. You want it to be just more detailed, and you want a specific thing included. You can mention, like, you wanted it to talk about what was said about dog licensing, but it didn't include that in that section. You can say, include what was discussed about dog licensing, and it will add that back in, or it'll add it in. So this is where you can type in your change. It's a pop-up like this, and you can see I asked it to make that section longer and to put it in paragraph form because it had bullet points. And once you do that, it's going to give you a draft version. You can just accept or discard it. If it didn't generate what you wanted, you can just discard it and then try again. Another thing you can do, if you finish the minutes and you want to try out those different tone styles I talked about, you can just click regenerate minutes, and it'll give you the option, I don't have a screenshot of it, but that screen where you can choose through your length and tone, it'll let you do that again, and you can just choose a different tone option. Or if you want to use the same tone and you just wanted to try regenerating again, you can also do that. It might regenerate it a little bit differently. All right, we've finished the last step. So we've finished our minutes. And I want to go over some of our newest updates before we get into questions. As I mentioned, you can view the transcript and video on the minutes page. We also have longer minutes. So previously, before they were a little bit shorter, we're using a new model that lets us generate them a little bit longer. And then you're also able to make specific sections longer. And it's also faster generating the minutes, and it should recognize your recording, what was said a little bit better. So coming soon, I also mentioned this, we have our agenda builder. We already have this meeting workflow in place. So once you click on one of your minutes and go into the back end of it, you'll see the meeting workflow. It'll tell you what you need to add in to be able to generate your minutes. So on this one, the meeting's scheduled, the agenda's ready. It wants us to upload the recording and to create our minutes. And then for our agenda builder, we're working on this, and I'm actually doing, I don't know if any of you have signed up. I'm doing calls just to get some feedback from what we currently have and what we're working on with this. If you're not currently signed up and you didn't get an email from me to schedule a session with me, let me know and I can do that if you're interested. Basically, I'm just showing you what we have right now with our agenda builder and asking for feedback. And I have specific questions to help us make the product as good as possible. We want everybody to be able to use it if you want to. We had a lot of requests for a built-in agenda builder, so we just want to make sure it's what everyone wants and that it's as functional as possible. So here's a little sneak peek about what we have with what we have right now. This will change a little bit. We're still in the process of working on it, especially with design. So the overall feel of it will probably change. Some things you can do right now is request changes for individual agenda items. You can assign speakers for individual agenda items. You can request items by email. So you can send over a request to a whole department or to a specific person and have them come in and add agenda items. I think we have an export where you can export out the agenda. And I know we're also working on a way you can add files in. That's already built in where you can add files. But when you click export, there's an agenda packet option, and you'll also be able to export the full agenda packet. So again, it's still in progress. If you want to help us build it, let me know if you didn't get an email, and you can schedule a call with me. And here's a few more sneak peeks. This is what it currently looks like. So if you're already using ClerkMinutes, you've probably seen this. If you go in and manually add your agenda items. So here you can type in the title. You can add internal notes if you need to, assign a speaker or presenter, and add documents as needed. And then if you request an agenda item, here's what it looks like. You can send to an email or phone number, and then you can add any comments. This is just going to be in the body of the email, and it'll have a link to this page where they can add in an agenda item. So as you guys all know, and I've learned, finishing your minutes can take hours the old-fashioned way. And ClerkMinutes shortens that process to 15 minutes. So I know you guys are already using the ones that I've been talking with in chat. There's a few more people attending who hasn't been chatting, but everybody here gets a free trial of ClerkMinutes. If you're not already using it, I will send a link to where you can access this. Let's see. Let me get it pulled up. And I will be doing question and answers next. So while I'm working on this, if you have any questions, just go ahead and drop them in. We have plenty of time left. All right, so if you go here, if you don't already have a ClerkMinutes account, it'll go ahead and start your free trial for you. And I think it's 14 days. And Michelle, you had mentioned that you're already using ClerkMinutes and you're looking for tips to make it easier. Is there a specific part that you're struggling with or that I can help you out with to make it easier? Let's see. So Jessica asked, we have to include the motion and resolutions language. Any way that option could be added. Let me make a note of that. And if you don't mind, I will send my email. Can you send me an example of what you need? And I'll get that over to our dev team and see what we can do. Let me go ahead and send my email here, because that helps a lot. I had another person request that as well. So maybe it's something I can push them to get added in. And that's another thing. If you're currently using ClerkMinutes and you see anywhere that we're lacking or any suggestions about how we can improve, please let us know. Send us an email. We take all of our suggestions seriously. A lot of the updates we've made have been because of suggestions. We want this is a product for you. We want it to work for you. Michelle, I see that you're having issues with not enough information is provided. And when you try to add more, you get duplication or text that doesn't make sense. Let me see. I was going to see. So you're with Village of Bellevue. I can go into your account and take a peek. Bellevue. Let's see. September 25th. Hey, Michelle, if you would like, would you like to get a one-on-one call with me and we can, or schedule one with me? I can send you a link and we can go through your minutes and see what's going on. I can get our developers on if I can't figure out the issue. Let me send you a link to schedule a call with me. Because that shouldn't be happening. I know sometimes if you keep choosing to make it longer and there isn't enough detail in that section, it will sometimes what is called hallucinate. What I have found, if you do the, okay, you can click on this link here and you can invite her to the call in the calendar. Or you can send me her email and I can send her an invite as well. But sometimes if you click to make it longer and it doesn't have enough information in that section to actually make it longer, it'll hallucinate. So what I found is if you do the describe your own change and you say that you specifically want it to be made, say make this section longer, but do not make up any information or do not include any made up information, however you want to word it, it will add in only it'll make it longer, but not to the point where it's adding in information that's not in the transcript. And that shouldn't be happening anyways, but we have seen it happen here and there, and that's why spot checking is important. But yeah, we can schedule a call, and I'll go to your website and see if I can find an agenda. And do you have your recordings on your website that I could pull and play around with? Or I can pull one from some minutes that you've already done. Yeah, it does take some practice just to get used to the flow and everything as well. Okay, I'll go and I'll play around with it and see. What I'll do is I'll try to find somewhere you already have minutes uploaded to your website and pull a video and an agenda and generate it in ClerkMinutes and compare and see if there's any issues going on. Awesome. Thanks for the link. And then if you could just schedule a call with me, click on the link and favorite it or whatever, it shouldn't change. So you could just schedule on that link for whatever works for you. I feel like I sound really tired and I just have like a slight cold. So I apologize. I feel like everyone I know right now has a cold too. It's just that time of year. All right. Do we have any other questions? And anyone else who wants one-on-one training, or if you need any extra help, you're struggling with anything, you can also use that link. It's a public link to schedule a call with me. And if you don't want to click the link right now, it's also available on the ClerkMinutes.com homepage. If you go and let's see what it's called on there. It just says book a demo. It's that same link. You can just book a call with me anytime you want to. Need extra training? Do you have any issues that you need help with? You can just schedule a call there. Okay, awesome, Michelle. I look forward to meeting with you guys. And Jessica, I got your email, so I'll take a look at that too. And I'll send that over to our dev team and see what they can do. We've talked about making an option where you can upload a set of your minutes that you've already done, like your previous minutes before you started using ClerkMinutes, and have it match your style. So it would do it in a similar format. And so we have to play around with it. We don't have it working or anything, but that's something we would like to have. Motion resolution. Yours is the exact same as the other municipality I was talking to, where it has the whereas clauses and like the resolved in the resolution. All right. Does anybody else have any questions? Well, if anybody has any questions once we get off here, feel free to email me. I'll send my email one more time. You can schedule a call with me. If you need any support, if you have any support issues, you can contact this email, and I will send that trial link one more time in case anybody here does not have a ClerkMinutes account yet. Okay, thank you guys for attending. And like I said, if you need any help, don't hesitate to contact me. Feel free to schedule a one-on-one call, whatever you need. Thank you for taking time out of your busy day to be here. I'll stay live for just a few more minutes. I'm going to turn my camera and microphone off. If you need anything, like I said, I'll hang out for a few more minutes and I'll be here to answer your questions. But otherwise, thank you for attending, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.